Alright, so I just had to re-record this because I already realized I, for some reason, skipped one of the songs. Alright, so we're gonna be first starting off with the ranking of internet sounds, and then we'll get to the NCS releases. This is just absolutely insanity that internet sounds even exists in the first place. For those of you who don't know, Internet Sounds is a sub-label NCS that's exclusive to Spotify, but there's a lot of NCS fans that is making a lot of these remakes. The reason why this is even considered a sub-label because it's made by the NCS staff, some of the former NCS staff. So, without the now the explanation that's gotten out the way, now we're going to be getting into the actual ranking. I'm going to address these two right now. Ignoring this absolute piece of trash, this one was released in June, I think June 19th, 2025. And, yep, they obviously had to put a god-awful remake of an already mediocre song. Which I think the song is not bad on the original, but this goddamn version of it ruined it for everyone. And yeah, this is not good. They also use the wrong shade of green. It's supposed to be mint. This is just green. Yeah, this one's horrible. The other track though, and it uses the correct shade of green. This song here is really good. Is actually really good for some reason. I actually kind of like this somehow. I'm not gonna give these tracks here ratings yet at all because these are not included in the monthly rankings. But honestly, like, when I first heard this, I actually hated this, but then it just grew on me randomly. I don't know how. Plug and B is such an easy genre to get right. Or to get an at least decent or okay song on there. People have messed up in some creative ways, though. Alright, so it's me for a few seconds after. I had to tell my dogs to go all the way back because, well, they wouldn't stop barking. Anyways, let's get to the actual rankings. Now the worst internet sounds track in October. Oh, well, this is the most empty sounding song here. There is like no substance to this. There isn't really anything to say about this one here. This is just really awfully produced. and the whole garage genre is so empty, and it's pretty spammed, but it's a hit or miss genre. Next release is this one here. That intro caught me off guard. Don't know why they made it sound like that, but they did. The track isn't terrible, actually. It's the vocals that are just so weird. And also this. Here, let's see. And why on earth is all of this? Is this whole background just $100 bills? I'm guessing they had to flex on the money the little money that they got from Internet Sound somehow. Jokes aside, this is not a terrible song. It is a really average funk release. And obviously, that isn't a very high bar because, well, like, most funk releases are actually just ear bleeding worthy. That I question the existence of the genre every time that is even on NCS. Next track. That kick is so damn weird to me. It just sounds like some construction worker hammering nails on a wall. And you basically... It also kind of sounds like a door knocking. That whole entire snare or kick sticks out like a sore thumb. But the last part of the song is actually... That melody's the only reason why this isn't complete slop. This isn't a bad song, it's just really short. Next track... This one is another average funk track. We got Brevis. This artist, I don't think I've heard any of the other person's work. I'm not sure if it's a man. It's probably a dude. This song is actually kind of solid. It's just really short. It uses obviously the same funk like style that has been used in like damn near every song there. But at least it has some elements that don't stick out like sore thumbs. The vocals do sound kind of wonky at times, but it's to be expected from these ones. Now, the best Internet soundtrack. This song is definitely easily the best one of the whole month because it actually has a nice vibe to it. It's unique from most of the funk tracks. This one, the melody does do a huge presence and it works a lot better. The funk kicks aren't completely in the way. This is how you make a track like this. And not like whatever the hell they're gonna make next month. So that's Internet Sounds. Now we will get on to NCS. The NCS month the itself is pretty lacking. We're not including Say To You since the YouTube upload wasn't there until November, so yeah, get that out of the way. Now, let's see what tracks are actual slop here. The worst song that is here is this one. Would you be fine if I leave by the time the sun is up? The first part of the song isn't actual, like, garbage. This part is. You could have done without that god-awful screechy lead right there. Like, what on earth was the thought process there? My ears are still recovering from this song. And it'll never recover from this. Also, I have a friend. I remember her being okay with me actually mentioning her name on YouTube. Emily got her birthday release on this one, and wow, they actually did her dirty here. Wow, how did they give her this one? And yep, this is just depressing. Sorry they had to give this to you, but also they had to give me the Daydream, which was, I think, is the worst song of August because, well, it just has high auto-tune, and I hate high auto-tune. Alright, this song, Industry Kiss, more like Industry Piss in the damn drain. Get this out of here. Next release,
Sometimes mountains, ain't nobody else, nobody else. Yeah, you make me feel like me. Yeah, you make me feel so free.
Oh, great. This sounds like someone regurgitated all the damn, food out their body and decided to just record that audio and place it on a drum and bass, pattern here. And it... Oh, God, what is this? This is so empty, and also the growls just don't do any justice to this. This is some poorly made drum and bass that is just, honestly, just a disgrace to the whole genre at this point, and this genre's been spammed so much because it's so easy to make. And it's kind of hard to mess up, even though drum and basses are really annoyingly spammed genre because, well, it blends in with other tracks. Next track, before I start going insane, is this one. wow, why is the Green Circle so bad this year? 2025 was a really bad year for the Green Circle. Sure, it did have Wario Dunes, which was an amazing song, but it also had Slop like Way You Dance Time, and then this one as well. What in the bloody pits of hell is this even supposed to do? This is so slow, and I don't even know if this is supposed to appeal to TikTok or whatever this is supposed to be here. Yeah, the vocals just sound like they're poorly used here. Next track.
Are we all that we deserve? What's between when the feeling could you rather than feel that heat? Could you rather
Belly funk is the most pointless genre ever. This just sounds like a bunch of metal clashing sounds, and it sounds like a fake out of every single drop that exists. Legitimately, who thinks ballet funk is an amazing genre? It's horrible. It's pointless. And the biggest waste of time ever. Cause you know how like there's a bunch of songs that in EDM that have a lot of fake outs, like before the drop even hits. This is the issue with the ballet funk genre, where it sounds too much like a fake out. Or if you try to distinguish it with other genres, oh, it gets horrible. Horrible. That's really bad. Next track is this one over here. Oh, this is the stupidest song I've heard. Why does he sound like that? Why does he sound like that? Why does he sound like that? It just sounds so funny when he does this. Carpe, also the fact that his profile picture is even a Waddle Dee is kind of funny. Or Bandana D. From Kirby. Zach's Winner. My brother would always troll me with this name, calling it Zach's Wiener. Yes, my oldest brother always says the most random things ever. But this song is actually growing on me a bit. I used to hate this, now I just laugh at it because of how dumb this vocalist sounds. And also to cap it all off, is this Kirby? Oh my. Yeah, he does use Kirby now, but I think he used the Bandana D before. Alright, next track is this one here. This one is just a dumbed down version of Mondo Jim Toma from May 2025. And yes, I like that song way more than this one. This feels like the diet version of that track. And plus, it's even shorter. Bloody hell, what is it with people not making funk tracks over 2 minutes? Is it that hard? This song could have been good. It could have been way better if the length was a lot longer. Next release, before I start going insane, is this one. I like how unique this sounds, and this is the only other Black Circle that was on the label that last year. We had another Black Circle in like December, and that was actually way better than this one. This one's not a bad song by any means. It's certainly one. It sounds like ballet funk, and I'm gonna be honest, it sounds better than whatever the hell Slowboy was even producing over there. I don't even know who this artist even is. Aaron, what the hell? Next track. Also, this is not the LGBTQ circle, okay, over here. Why the hell did I even make that joke? Alright, next is this track here. Is there anything on the bottom? Yep. This one is pretty mediocre when it comes to this kind of standards of tracks. It's still a pretty good song from Lost Sky, and Opals is, if you don't know Opals, it's an alias of Zelly, the vocalist that was featured on that Slowboy track titled Adrenaline. The one that I slandered because of that god-awful ballet funk thing. This one is a really solid track from these artists. Next release is this one over here.
Still, where do I go from here? Maybe I'll disappear if I don't kill the doubt, feed the fire, hear the voice inside.
This one, I went from loving to hating it to now actually kind of liking it. Yes, my Faces of Music is kind of weird. Maestro Chive definitely did all the violin work. Marin Hoxa did pretty much the production work, and then Chris Linton's the vocalist. Chris Linton just sounds kind of weird on this song. He just doesn't sound like he even wanted to be here most of the time. But the song itself is actually kind of nice on the vibes here, though. Unlike my friend Emily, my friend Jennifer actually got a good release here. This is her birthday here. And, well, I have another friend that has a birthday in this month. Unfortunately, my dad didn't get a birthday release. He did get one from Monster Cat, which is something. Yeah, and well, this track is kind of slow. It's still a solid track, I'll take it. This is a better Yellow Circle with a similar background than whatever kind of sloppy got in September there. Yeah, talking about you, Janji. Next track is this one. This song here is very good. Orio's production is very good. Laura Brem's vocals are amazing as always. She has the greatest voice for pretty much any track in any scenario. And this is definitely not as good as Dunes, and not as good as his off-label release, Battle Cry, but 100 times better than Mortals. I'd rather listen to this song than ever listen to Mortals ever again. That song's overrated. Next release. This one goes so hard. It took me, like, probably a very long time for this song to grow on me. At, like, the end of March, I started liking this track. And keep in mind, this song released on the 2nd of October. So yeah, it took me that long to love this song. It's a very different style of funk. It's a chill version of it. I don't know why they gave it a lavender circle, but they did it. But I think that circle looks really nice on this background. Also, this released on the day I was at the college trips. Next release. Even though the vocals do sound a bit weird here, though, it still works. The next release will be this one. The first drop goes harder than it has any right to be doing. This is an amazing start to the track, even though it starts doing this thing. Ramesses B is like the only NCS artist that's even trying. I mean, he is on Monster Cat still, but he just hits harder on NCS. And Ramesses B's style is really solid. He might be one of my favorite NCS artists now because, well, most of the NCS artists now are just either absent, like the mainstays, or have either went to Monster Cat, or have just not been doing the same good things as they've done. Alright, next and final track of this whole month. Damn, this video's hella long. This ain't the last long video though.
Feel the silence chasing me.
Feel that flame, welcome to the kill zone.
There's a silence screaming in the dark.
This one is like the hardest hitting Lilac Circle that we'll ever get. And it had to come with Raise Hell, and he is definitely one of the best artists that we've gotten on the label. Alongside Cloud Zero is here. And then we got this one on my friend Sergio, aka Crimebound's birthday, which I did rank on the day that his birthday was there. And this, at least one of my friends got an amazing release. I'll take it. And it's the friend that I talk with the most. The next thing I will say about this track, the only negative thing I have to say is it's too short. I mean, yeah, there's hella short tracks on NCS now. It's kind of depressing. Overall, this month was kind of mediocre at times. Adios, everybody.